Yo, 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 we're back. We're back at Dallas Cowboys Stadium right here in Jerry's World. We're just hanging out, watching some football. Devin's got his shorts on, but it is now time for the Hyundai. Give me the headlines. You know it's my favorite. Here we go.
This is a good one. This is a good one.
All right, I guess we got no graphics, so we're just going right to it here, huh? I missed the damn graphic. All right, I didn't see it. All right, so either way, first game, we're going to Ireland. Steelers versus the Vikings. All right, they're in Dublin. It's
They're in
Ireland.
Dublin.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And you know the Steelers, what they had today?
What they had?
Shamrock up there.
Woo.
Dot, dot, dot. Exactly right. I won't say it. I'll give you respect, Hyundai. I won't say it, all right? But either way, they did play good. There was some things we certainly like about the game. I mean, DK Metcalf and his big play.
Yep.
But I still want to say I'm a little worried about their pass offense. After that, it was nothing. And we've seen that really for a few weeks here where it's maybe
DK
one or two plays,
yeah.
but it's a lot of short plays. Run game, okay, a little bit better. The defense, not great, but better, and making plays. I think that's the biggest thing. Playing Blitzburg, playmaking type of style on the defensive side.
And opening early in the game, opening drive, I believe, Minnesota's driving. Jordan Mason he's running the ball. He fumbles, and it's the same feeling. It's, man, Pitt's not getting any stops. And then they strip him, and Ramsey returns, and then you come back, and it's like, oh, Mason touched the ball while being out of bounds. But then I thought after that, Pittsburgh's defense, you gave up some plays. Justin Jefferson had a couple. But overall, it just felt more locked in.
It definitely
and
did.
just felt better. And then they also got the splash plays.
Right.
The interceptions by T.J. Watt. Like, that defense looked like a defense that we're used to seeing from Pittsburgh. And I also thought it highlighted, hey, last week was great for Minnesota, right?
Yeah.
Isaiah Rodgers makes these unbelievable plays. This week you didn't get all of that. Now you got to go earn it. You got to go do the hard thing. And I thought Pitt made Minnesota drive the field. No big plays. Make you have to convert third down after third down after third down. And Pitt on offense, they got first downs on first and second down.
Yes, they
So
did.
they avoided the Brian Flores.
Right, craziness.
8 people up. Like, all of that craziness they avoided by getting first downs on early downs.
Yeah, it's an underrated aspect
It
when you
is.
play a team like that. You want to try to limit those situations. Rodgers efficient. I want to see more big plays. Run game. Kenneth Gainwell was awesome.
He had an
today.
unbelievable game.
They
no
might
doubt.
have found their guy for right now.
Yeah.
Ride him. The O-line certainly was impressive that way. You talked about the pass pressure. I mean, Watt, Herbig, the Duron Harmon had some moments. I mean, they all did. You saw Deshaun Elliott get the interception on Carson Wentz over the middle of the field. That was big. The defense is better and probably had like 2 or 3 busts, I think, that led to big plays. So that's like, at least that's fixable.
Yes.
It's not getting just steamrolled, right? We had the Isaiah Rodgers blocked field goal before the half coming off the edge. And they were going to go up 17-3. Instead, Minnesota goes down and kicks a field goal. So it was a 6-point swing. That was a big moment in the football game, I thought. But from that point on, other than the blown coverage at the end of the game where they let Jordan Addison down the right sideline, and he got ran down by Peyton Wilson, which you think is the play of the game.
No doubt about it.
And I don't disagree with you. They were playing an inverted cover, too.
Yeah.
And Darius Slay had to get back to safety, but he's new to the defense, and he didn't get back there. That was a huge moment, though, because of all the time that got chewed off the clock in that moment. So blown defensive coverages. We saw, I think, one against Justin Jefferson, one against Jordan Addison. Also, one more thing. I don't mean to talk so long, but this is another one. Kick the field goal at the end of the game. Mike Tomlin let Aaron Rodgers talk him out of the field goal, and they go for it. And not only did they go for it, they ran the ball from like the 3.5-yard line and then didn't get it. And, of course, that's when the blown coverage came in the big play.
Could have been the kind of moments of the game.
Right.
That play leads to Jordan Addison. And, like, one of my buddies texted me, like, hey, but Peyton Wilson was rolling. Peyton Wilson ran 4.43. I'm not calling Peyton. Jordan Addison had a 15-yard head start, though.
Exactly.
Like, that was my thing.
Right.
And I know he's just getting back, and it looked like that. It looked like his legs
weren't there.
They're
tired.
Because at that point in the game, if they score, I think it was about like 2 minutes and 35 seconds left, scoring there, and now we get to Then they got stopped, I think, on either 1 or 2 plays in a row, so more time goes on. It killed Minnesota's chances to come back, which when you get a play like that, right away we're all thinking like, oh, we got a totally different game. Because you're thinking he's going to easily score.
Right.
I mean, unbelievable effort by Peyton Wilson to not give up on the play and to use that speed. But Addison, we got to get in the end zone.
Yeah, Addison's got to get in the end zone, and Mike Tomlin just kicked the field goal to go up 27-14. And then you don't have to sweat it out at the end of the football game that they might get in field goal range and knock this whole thing in overtime. Either way, good win for the Steelers. They're 3-1. Rodgers looks good. Metcalf looks good. I still think their passing offense is a work in progress. But all in all, I think the encouraging thing was they didn't get blown off the ball in the run game like we've seen a little bit this year, and their front four got home. Front four got home, and then I felt like they saved some blitzes in the second half that they brought out. That got home and definitely frustrated Kevin O'Connell. Good job there.
And great thing for Pittsburgh, Baltimore's 1-3 right now.
Yeah.
Pittsburgh, like with Joe Burrow out, you got to kind of feel like, hey, we're in the driver's seat right now.
Yeah, definitely. All right, next one. We're going out to the West Coast, going out to Cali, going out to San Francisco. The Jaguars defeat the 49ers 26-21. The headline for this one is, I saw the sign. You even know that song? Do you know I saw the sign?
Song.
Okay.
I saw the sign.
Yeah. It opened up my eyes. I saw the sign. Yeah. I can't remember. I used to know that. Asa Base.
I wouldn't have known.
My wife's going to be mad that I didn't know that because she liked them.
Well, at least you know she's watching the show. She's going to be mad.
Yeah, no, she's not watching the show, so she won't know. I'm not going to have it. She'll watch me in the morning on Florio. Podcast, she doesn't seem to turn on that much. Yeah,
okay.
Not so much. She'll check it out. She'll be like, I like you and Devin together, and that moves on.
Respect to Miss Simms.
But, yeah, okay. All right. So, either way, the reason we say I saw the sign because we had a little bit of sign controversy during the week. Robert Saleh, who was kind of trying to talk about the Jaguars and Liam Coen, and I think also in a way try to bring about, hey, he steals signs. Now, it's not like they're videotaping people.
Yeah, he said it was legal.
Right.
Legal
he said it's legal, and that is legal. It's old-fashioned sign stealing. That goes on in the NFL. If I'm playing quarterback and I see Devin tap his head and that's cover 2, and I continue to see them do that, I go, oh, shit, they're in cover 2 again. I stole his sign. It's not that unethical, right? It's on the other team to switch up your sign.
If I see you, if you on the side of your pants and you're rubbing your leg, and that means double seams because there's seams in your pants, hey, guys, double seams. Like, for anybody that didn't understand, like what Saleh said is football. Like, that's football in the National Football League. That's football in college. That's football in high school. If we formation and you make a check and you signal something, we're watching. Like we're watching the game.
Right.
And I love Liam Coen being smart, but also saying, you know what, I'm going to say something after the game. And I know we're skipping all the way to the end. But after the game, he's like, keep my name out your mouth to Robert Saleh, but he does it in a distance that Saleh can't bring anything to him.
Right.
So Coen, kind of tough, but really smart.
Yeah. He kept his distance. He was very smart in that. And, you know, and while we're sitting here, you hear the cheer here. Green Bay just scored a touchdown with 1:45 seconds left. They're about to go up 34-30 late in the fourth quarter here. Been a fun game. Also, just off of that, I mean, we change signals almost every week. We had a signal meeting Saturday to go, here's the new signals of the week. Because we had already talked about it earlier, so I just wanted to go over it one more time. Everybody on the same page. I got to think the defense has to be doing that type of stuff too.
You have to pay attention. That's self-scouting.
Right. All right, back to the game itself. Awesome football game. The Jaguars are for real. If you've learned anything from me on this podcast this year is that you know I like the Jaguars and I believe in some of their talent. Now, Trevor Lawrence continues to sometimes do some dumb shit. There's no denying that. But you see the run game that the Jaguars have brought to the table here this year? I mean, Travis Etienne looks like one of the best running backs in football through the first 4 weeks of the year. The offense wasn't moving the ball quite as well as it has in the past game, but we're also seeing their defenses, they're chaos creators. They cause havoc, turnovers, and
4
they got
takeaways
talent.
Today.
I like their scheme. Right, 4 takeaways on the San Francisco 49ers. They get the big win on the road. What jumped out to you about the game?
For me, it's the way the Jacksonville offense is operating, even though I wouldn't say Trevor Lawrence is like playing unbelievable. Like when we watch Herbert and the Chargers, the offense is playing well because of Herbert. I think the good thing for Jacksonville is they don't need right now Trevor Lawrence to be at this like unbelievable level. They have enough things going on. I think a lot of that has to do with Liam Coen.
Right.
Coming in, calling the plays. He's using ETN. He's also using Tutton. And he's using all of those backs, getting them plays. I especially think when Brian Thomas Jr., I don't even think he's playing at his absolute best right now.
Right.
I think as he continues to get better and plays at a high level, it just feels like there's a lot of room to grow. Parker Washington returned a punt for a touchdown. The defense is getting takeaways. Like, they're playing overall
full team
football.
Right.
And I think for Jacksonville, that has to feel good because I don't know if they've had that in a while, even when they've had seasons that have gone well. I don't know if we walk away saying, man, overall, this is a really good team.
Right.
Exactly.
Yeah, they do. They have a chance to be a complete football team. Because there was a part in this game today, too, where it felt like the 49ers had kind of taken the momentum of the football game. And it was right around that time where more turnovers started to happen for the 49ers. Yeah. It was the punt return by Parker Washington. That definitely squashed momentum. Devin Lloyd had 2 interceptions. One I know was a tip pass at the line of scrimmage that he got. And then Eric Armstead, ex-49er, at the end of the football game, gets the big strip sack on Brock Purdy as he's coming around the edge when the game was, still in the balance. But the 49ers self-inflicted wounds. Shanahan, that offense, they can still make big plays with whoever's out there on the offensive side of the ball. Yet to see the run game go. It's been all pass from the 49ers to this point. It has.
But we've talked about that each week, I feel like.
We have so far. Yeah, they have yet to dominate the line of scrimmage like we know the San Francisco 49ers can. But big win for the Jacksonville Jaguars. And, we brought up the Colts in the last segment as saying, like, they're the class of the South. The Jaguars probably going to have something to say about that. Because they're as physically talented as the Indianapolis Colts. Jaguars, good job. They saw the sign. They win the football game. They are 3-1. All right, next one. Bears defeat the Raiders. Bare minimum, baby. That's the headline. Bare minimum. Chicago blocked the potential game-winning field goal with 33 seconds remaining in the game. Was what? Probably a 54?
I think it's 54, yeah.
54, which I think, again, we're getting into coaches being a little spoiled by the kickers where you're like, really? You're going to be that unaggressive and just, we're going to knock it in from 55 or 58? Saw kind of a weird approach by Pete Carroll at the end of the game.
You said it, the third down call.
Third down, run up the middle. Genty loses 2 or 3 yards, nothing there. And it's like they were content with that'll get them there to make the field goal. But the bottom line is the Raiders, the Bears continue to show their ability, especially on the offensive side of the ball, that they're going in the right direction and that they're going to be a team that you're going to have to contend with here in the NFC right now.
And that was my biggest thing. I think right after week 1, everyone's like, oh, man, I told you, Caleb. It's like, whoa, relax. Like, to me, when you watch Caleb, he has too many plays in a game where you're like, holy shit, what a play. Like, how did he get that ball? Like, how did he do that? That over time, continue to work with Ben Johnson, this thing's going to turn, and it's going to be good. I was impressed with their defense today. I think Las Vegas has to really sit down with Geno and say, hey, we can win some ball games, but we got to figure out a way. You can't keep turning the ball over.
Yeah, right.
We can't keep throwing interceptions. We can't play that way and think we're going to win. And that was a difference. Wow. As we're watching Dallas Cowboys, George Pickens scored.
43 seconds left.
Unbelievable.
This is incredible. Jerry Jones is going crazy.
This whole place is going crazy out here.
It really is. We're sitting outside this stadium. There's 80,000 people in the stadium, and there's another 4,000 or 5,000 just hanging out outside everywhere. It's just hanging out. It really is. But incredible that. We'll see. We'll keep you up to date. 43 seconds left in that one. The Bears, Caleb continues to go in the right direction. I think the other thing that we saw today, and you just brought up with Geno, this is where I'm going to get hit on. They got to find more of a passing offense rather than just throwing the ball down the field. That, to me, is there an intermediate short passing game that they can dial up? I don't feel like Chip Kelly is giving Geno Smith a whole lot of advantages on that side of the ball. At least they got the run game going today, though.
Yeah.
Ashton Genty sighting. I was worried about him through the first 3 weeks. Today was the first time he looked like a top 10 or 12 pick, so I was happy to see that. Yep. I think that could be something that can help Geno Smith out. Which is, you're talking about.
It's weird that we're going to walk away from a game and say, hey, Ashton Genty had 21 carries, 138 yards, 6.6 yards a carry, but we struggled throwing the ball. We 117 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 3 interceptions. It's like, how does that all kind of work itself out? Like, it just feels like the way Genty was able to run and play, it's like, dang, we couldn't figure out how to get something going. Maybe the goal should have been, hey, Genty needs about 35 carries today. And I know that's not the thing now, and the Raiders have been very open about not overusing them.
But you got to win games.
Exactly.
That's the bottom line.
Got to win games.
Yeah. All right, we're going to go to a break here. That was the Hyundai Give Me the Headlines. As always, thank you to Hyundai for that. Yo, homies, it's time to watch some games. That's right. We're on to the NFL season here with Chris Simms Unbuttoned.
Hit subscribe to get our weekly picks, Sunday night recaps after every game, and much, much more.
Thanks for watching. Peace out, homies. Remember, subscribe. Peace out.